your parents. You know what my parents look like. You've seen my house. You've been in my home. I put in.
I don't know what your parents look like, but I've been.
Yes,
home,
you did. You came into my kitchen.
Chandler, you're not helping. I didn't get to go in your backyard now. Let's calm down. I only saw your garage. It's like, Chandler, you still were at the house, bro. Yo, what's poppin', YouTube? It's your boy KiteZz here with my lovely wife. It's just Alex.
What's up, peoples?
Hey, so I know we don't normally do reactions to BM Talks to him, and it's not because we don't like BM Talks to him. It's because it's his podcast, so we're kind of like, you know, sometimes you gotta let just people, like, everything don't need to have like direct reactions, you know, especially because even though Arlette and Pop the Balloon is like the content that we react to the most, we're not like a solely them channel. You get what I'm saying? So we be trying to, like, you know, get some other people's content in there. But I saw today that it's a catch up, after the catch up with Chandler and Mishna, and we haven't heard nothing from them. So I want to know what happened after the catch up and if they good. This is BM Talks to Him episode 3. After the catch up with Chandler and Mishna from Pop the Balloon.
Better hope that's not copyright.
All right, welcome back to BM Talks to Them, episode 3. I'm here with the one and only, my beautiful wife, Arlette.
Hello, everybody.
And today we actually have so this is going to be a new thing that we're going to be doing here at the podcast as well. It's going to be called After the Catch Up.
Okay.
So obviously it's still BM Talks to Them, but this one is After the Catch Up, basically finding out what happened to some of the people that came on Pop the Balloon or Find Love with Arlette and Molly, and then they went to the catch up, and now we're finding out what happened after the catch up. So
Where are they now?
Where are they now?
Mm-hmm. All right. So just like you said, we had them on Pop the Balloon. We had them on a follow-up, and now we have them here today on BM Talks to Them. Welcome, Chandler and Mishna. Hey.
What's up?
How you both doing? How you doing? It's been a while.
Yeah. No, I'm chilling. Same old, you know what I'm saying? Just still out here, staying hydrated, still,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, employed, still just living, still, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all stay with the jab at
It ain't my lane no more.
it's not our area no more, but like the sneak this it be elevated, bro. Like,
I mean, never mind.
it is what it is though, because shoot,
Some of it might be justified.
Just taking it one step at a
Just
time,
saying.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, chilling.
Good. Mishna, how about you?
I've been doing pretty good. I've really just been getting better at my career. I've been hosting a couple events with my job. I've also been, actually, if I'm being completely honest, I've been thinking about getting into stand-up. So that's something I've been kind of working on, just trying to get in the beginnings of it. Nobody's perfect, so I'm going to make mistakes, but it's really a new journey for me, actually.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good. That's
That's
interesting.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stand up.
So guys, I just want to ask, right? How was both of your experience being on Pop the Balloon or Find Love?
Yeah, it was decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to say, like,
It was just our episode.
You said it was just a what?
It was a good experience. It was just our episode. It was just our episode was our experience, and I felt like I had a good experience, me personally.
well, the episode only goes based off of the people on the episode, so
We know who they're referring to.
yeah,
in the episode.
it sucks. Y'all got like a forbidden group.
It's not a forbidden group. It's a forbidden member of the group. That I don't understand how one person could ruin a whole episode for everybody, especially when that person went on last. But hey, man,
And I want to talk about the fact that, yeah, this one person did what they did on the episode, but let's not ignore the fact that, like, there was a lot of crash outs on that episode. Like, we have the clips. There was a lot of crash outs on that episode in general. And then y'all all went to social media after the show, and y'all all crashed out on
On each
social
other.
media
Yeah.
on each other.
Yeah, that was.
And it wasn't just one person; it was a lot of y'all. Like y'all was bugging out, bro.
All right, so as we saw, we ended our follow-up kind of, I think, on a good note. You know, you guys said you were still dating, getting to know each other, weren't really rushing into anything. And, you know, all the comments and the viewers were like, oh my God, I'm rooting for them. Like, people loved you guys from the show to the follow-up, and now we're just dying to know what's going on. Yeah.
They're definitely like fans' favorites. You know, people really are rooting for you two. They're like, yeah, those two are so cute. The anime couple, you know, everybody just want to hear like, how's it going? You two, are you working out? So let us know what's going on.
Let's start with Mishna, because I'm getting some faces over there.
Okay. So
Ooh.
That face expression right there.
He got the 1,000-yard-mile stare.
1,000-mile stare, bruh.
So basically, me personally, I feel like when we ended off on our follow-up video, I felt like when we left, I felt like we were good.
Okay.
And I've had suspicions about certain things. Those certain things where, honestly, if I'm being completely transparent, I never really liked the fact how during our follow-up video, when Arlette, you asked me, how are you guys doing? Have you guys have any issues? Is anything going on? I vocalized and I said, I felt like he talks a lot, he talks over me. That's what I said in that episode. And when I looked back at it, I didn't think anything of it.
Yo, what's up with him, bro? He tweaking out. Like I'm watching him.
It's frustrating him. I think he's
He
frustrated.
remind me of the Boondocks. With Stink Meter when he was taking over Tom's body. It's like, what? Are you good, bro? You about to tweak out? Oh no, man. Look. I'm gonna play it back. Y'all watch his face expressions. I know we in the camera. I'm gonna move us over here. Now watch his face expressions, yo.
That I said, I felt like he talks a lot, he talks over me. That's what I said in that episode. And when I look back at it, I didn't think anything of it. And I felt like there was just lack of accountability. This is just my opinion. And I felt like it was more or less just like, instead of saying, well, I didn't mean to make her feel that way, it was more or less like, oh no, I definitely don't talk over her. And when I kind of go through our conversations and when we would go on FaceTime, it was something that when it comes to me bringing up situations or me expressing how I'm feeling, sometimes I get pushed back.
Okay.
How I'm personally feeling, because it's more or less just the fact that when it comes to me talking and dating and doing stuff like that, I know exactly what I want. I know what my goals are. I know exactly what I'm looking for. And me being, again, Haitian, I was raised in a household where my opinion and my voice didn't matter. Sit there, don't talk. You're not allowed to have an opinion. Even 23, stay in a child's place. And I'm just like, okay, that's something I just don't want with my significant other. I want someone to acknowledge how I'm feeling. And even if we don't agree, take it into consideration. And I just didn't feel that. I didn't feel any sort of like, I didn't feel any sort of like affection. Like,
So because he was not hearing what you had to say, or he wasn't giving you the same respect of allowing you to voice how you feel, but just like you're saying, you're being taught, stay in a child's place, don't use your voice, you know, grown folks is talking. That when they do that, that's a parent or an older person demanding your respect and your attention, meaning that they just want you to hear what they got to say. And I agree. I don't get into a relationship so I can get that same energy, at least hear what I got to say. We don't got to make decisions based off of what I say, but at least acknowledge that you hear my viewpoint of the situation.
There's a difference between going on a date with someone and being cordial than you showing that you have affection for someone. Like everyone knows how it feels when someone is attracted to them, when someone really wants to be with them. You can feel that love, and I just didn't feel it.
Okay.
Chandler.
Nah, I'm not even. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I understand. I understand where she's coming from. You know what I mean? I'll keep it a buck. That's pretty true. At the same time, though, Mishna, it goes both ways. You understand what I'm saying, right? And I told you in the beginning, I was like, "Yo, I'm."
Woo! Okay.
Who is he talking to? Who was he talking to?
Oh, my mama.
Because who is he talking to? I don't care what you said in the beginning. That doesn't excuse your behavior throughout the after.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all now, people in relationships, it's okay to use your hands and your gestures, but I'm gonna tell you now, like in Cali, when you start all that, it's like, what we finna do, gang? It's like, bro, you doing too much. All right, we got to squabble, bro.
Yeah,
like
I was fine until he went like
yeah, it's like, what you doing, bro? Like, what's up? Like, what we about to do, bro? I swear, I have never seen a conversation where somebody do the clap hands and the little neck movement for it that it didn't end with somebody threatening somebody, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I'm already.
Yeah, you gotta turn that off a little bit, man. Hey, no, I'm not even
gonna go back.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna go back. That heat me up, bro. He not even talking to me. Like, it's like
I'm actually tired of dating women where it's like I'm the one who has to pour out all this love, all this affection, and all this energy, and I don't get nothing in return. You know what I mean? So we did talk about that. And then the crazy part is, you guys, to segue into what truly happened is, right? We agreed on, hey, you know, when you get off work, go ahead, FaceTime me. You know what I mean? We'll catch up, you feel me? And just talk, right? Mission over here like, great, can't wait. I'll hit you up. She said she'll hit me up. Yet here we are, days later, right? No text back, no, hey, my bad, Chandler, you know what I'm saying, fell asleep, or, oh, hey, Chandler, sorry, lost track of time, whatever, right? So I finally hit her up because, again, I'm seeing Instagram Live after Instagram Live after TikTok. So
ooh.
That's why y'all need to be following each other on social media, because like I get the communication thing, but it's like she's talking about not feeling like she's being heard, and you're talking about her not hitting you up after work. Because then when you guys do end up having conversation, you're unloading a whole clip on her and she's not being able to speak.
I do get what he's saying though, is because I guess in the male perspective, we are looked at as like, we do have to go like we do have to go out the extra mile for the relationship to work. We do have to extend it, but a lot of times I think we don't receive enough acknowledgement of the extension. You get what I'm saying? Like, for instance, when you see like a guy and a girl and they're having a disruption, like now, and you see it's like the female says like, he just wasn't paying attention to me, he wasn't caring. And then like to us, to the general statement, it's like, oh dang, like come on gang, you could have did that. But then when you start hearing what the guy was actually doing, it's like, yeah, she said I wasn't paying attention. I was always getting her favorite food. I was taking her to her favorite spots. I was making sure she got home safe. You feel me? Like those little things always get ignored in relationships. And I have yet to see a relationship where they're not ignored. And that's off of even seeing my uncles, seeing my homies' parents. It's like a universal thing that men kind of do not get acknowledged for the smaller things that we kind of do. And I think that's evident throughout all of history at this point. But I do get what she's saying, though. So I understood you. I'm just, yeah.
Hey, you ain't got to agree with me. Agree to disagree. Like, you speaking from your perspective as a man. I'm not a man, so I can't speak on it.
It's because even though I'm not liking how he's carrying this conversation, just because I don't like how you're carrying it doesn't mean that you're saying something that is not valid. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, you're on TikTok. You got time to talk to randos on Instagram Live, but the person you match with, you don't FaceTime back. You don't hit back. You know what I mean? So it's just like, for you to be like, oh, I wasn't getting any sort of affection from Buddy, when you literally ghosted the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was literally reaching out to you. I would hit you up every morning. You know that. Not like every morning, but
No.
consistently every other day. Like, hey,
No.
how's it going? Hey, you down to FaceTime later? And you'd be like, yeah, I'm down, right? So for you to be like, there was no affection there, there was no nothing, that's cap. I'm calling cap on that.
It's crazy how you say you're a fraud analyst, but you can't even smell your own bullshit. That's your service.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Look at our legs.
Look at BM. What you doing?
Legs got the best facial expressions I've ever seen, bro.
Now, this whole argument can just be ended by y'all showing us the call logs. Like, if y'all just bring, that's how I be feeling when that's why I keep receipts. If I get into an argument about somebody and I say I did something, I have the receipt to prove that I did it, because you're not finna call me a liar. That's what I don't like. Well, okay, let's do it.
Because here's the thing with that is that
Go ahead.
the phone works both ways, Chandler. It works both ways. And I'm not talking about when you say, like, you give your heart out. Do you have to give out all this affection? Like, you want to be extra and be like, oh, all this affection, that's why I don't like dating women. How about some affection? I'm not asking for the minimum, which is like roses. I'm not asking, just some affection. Like, hey, I miss you. Like, where have you been? Like, instead of you didn't even contact me at all. Because I'm sorry, Chandler, I'm not going to chase you.
Because you said you would. Why do I need to hound you to contact me? That's the point I'm trying to get across.
Okay, I
talking
understand
about
that.
I'm bullshit. Like, come on, fam. I don't want to have to hound you, Mishna. I told you. That. Like, you're a grown woman. You said
Chandler. So this happened once.
No, there was another time where she did hit me back. Like, yo, I fell asleep. That's my bad. I was like, hey, you're good. It happens. Thanks for at least hitting me back up. But then the other time, like I said, it was just like, okay, you literally said you would contact me.
It's me hitting you up. It's me reaching out.
I'm getting confused, because if he's saying, she's saying, okay, I'm getting confused. Who was contacting who first? Because if the dialogue is, I'll call you back, then it goes to the responsibility of who said, I'll call you back. Meaning that if I'm on the phone with Alex and me and Alex are talking, and Alex says, hey, babe, I'm going to call you back, it's up to you to call me back now. Because you made if this is an RPG, you gave us the quest. The quest was, you're going to call me back. So I'm on standby, meaning that it's my job now to be ready for you to call me back. Meaning you have to initiate it, because you said it, right? Is that not like...
Yeah, but it just depends on the person too, though, because you could say like, oh, Alex, I'm gonna call you right back. Okay. And if I know a certain amount of time has gone by and you still haven't called me back, I'm going to call you.
Right.
It's not that hard. Even though you said you were going to call me back, yeah, I'm going to hold your word to it, but at the same time, stuff happens. Call them and see what's going on.
Right.
Hey, it's been a couple hours, just checking on you, haven't heard from you. Say you was going to call me back. What's going on? Oh, sorry, I got caught up in this, and this. Okay, cool. It's both sides saying I called first, I texted first, and they're picking and choosing when it's convenient for them to blame each other. Well, I texted you yesterday. Okay, but I called you yesterday. Okay, but you never responded back. Okay, but you never texted back. It doesn't matter, bro.
Me doing this. It's me doing that. Like,
because you're the one that said I'm off late.
Okay,
so again, Mishna, I have to read your mind. Oh, Mishna is approximately off at 9:38 p.m. Read the text message. You literally like, I will hit you up when I'm off. Again, Mishna, I'm not hounding you, bruh. We're not doing that. You know what I mean? So this is why we got into this weird disagreement, because you want me to do things that I'm not going to be doing. Like, if you said you're going to hit me up, you got to do it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, Mishna, you didn't hit me up. What happened? Mishna, what's going on? You said we're not. You said you're a grown ass woman. Okay, well, a grown ass woman. Hey, I'm gonna hit you back. I apologize.
That's the difference between someone who's genuinely interested in someone and someone's not.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know
at this point.
I don't know, because I can understand what he's saying though. I think like
I get it, but at the same time, like, y'all got too much entitlement to people that's not even like yours.
Yeah,
y'all are dating or in the talking phase, but even still, like, both sides both sides sound silly to me. Regardless, I don't know.
I get what she's saying. If you care, at least check in, right? I get that, but I can't lie. I understand what he's saying. It's because it's different for when it's like, oh, I'll talk to you later. You get me? But when you tell me, hey, when I get done doing this, I'm going to contact you. That's different, because now you've set up a plan that you were going to initiate. And by you not initiating the plan, you get me?
Yeah, all I can say with that is people that do that, try to be a little bit more considerate of people's times, because you don't know what other people have going on. And sometimes people will put a placeholder aside for you and just for you. So when you do contact them, you can have all their undivided attention and so on and so forth. But if you know you're not going to be able to contact that person in a timely manner, or things is getting hectic, at least shoot them a text like, hey, things is getting a little busy for me. I might not be able to call you tonight. I'm going to give you a rain check tomorrow. Something.
Right.
But it's like,
because technically you just put that person on standby. That's what I'm saying.
You could have had every opportunity for almost it was almost a full month until you reached out with.
Oh, never mind. That's not standby. You were powered off. No, you were powered off.
Who ghosted who at this point?
That's what I'm saying.
and then one thing, I don't like you're a grown woman, so act like a grown woman. We understand there's an age gap, Chandler. You ain't got to keep throwing out the whole grown woman thing. She do whatever she want to do when she want to do it, and vice versa.
A grown ass woman. Okay, well, a grown ass woman. Hey, I'm gonna hit you back. I apologize.
That's the difference between someone who's genuinely interested in someone and someone's not. You could have had every opportunity for almost it was almost a full month until you reached out to me. You could have hit me up as well within that time. I will take accountability for not reaching out, but as someone who's always putting in the effort, in my opinion, like, I'm always the one apologizing. I'm always the one explaining, and this, that, and the third. And you have every right to feel how you feel, but you doing all this extra stuff, there's no reason for you to act like this. You could just literally just talk.
I did. And then you said, I do not wish to continue this. And I was like, okay,
the way you addressed me,
I can't say what I can't say. You know what I mean?
Because the way you addressed me was disrespectful. The way you addressed me was disrespectful.
So what did he say? What did he say?
Arlette, you know you wrong for that one. Because what did he say? Arlette, stop. BM over there. BM is locked in.
You could tell how he's been addressing her. He's showing it on camera.
Yeah.
The conversation, and if you want, I could send you guys, or Chandler, if you want to send the message to make sure that I'm not being messy or anything, you could send them over to them so they could see it, so they can read it. When he when it was almost a full month since we haven't reached out to each other, it was more or less, yo, what's good? I haven't heard back from you. You're too busy to go on. I see you going on live.
What I just said, yeah, work on what I just
instead
said.
Of talking to me. If I haven't heard back from someone in that long, and that's the energy you're immediately coming to me with, I'm sorry, I'm not going to continue this. You're not.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I take that as disrespect. When you said disrespectful, I thought he called you like out your name or like, but that whole like, dang, like I ain't heard from you in a cool minute. You said you was gonna hit me up. What's up? Like I see you on live. Like what happened? I don't take that as disrespect. I think that's calling you out on like, hey, I'm supposed to be the person that you're saying is like supposed to be, you know, you're supposed to be trying to get to know. I ain't heard from you. Where you been at? Like I don't take that as disrespect. I don't know. That could be just me though.
I don't know. A month has gone by on both sides.
Right. So y'all both wrong for that.
So if y'all, either one was both interested, either one would put forth the effort. But then it's like one is saying I put out more than what you're willing to give, and the other one is saying I put out more than what you're willing to give. So it's just like,
yeah, and
it's not a competition, bro.
Right. And I the reason why I don't take it as disrespect is more like if I told you like, hey, I'm gonna stop by your crib, and then a month goes by, I don't stop by your crib, and then we run into each other at the grocery store. You feel me? It's like, hey, it's nice to see you. Where you been at? You said you was gonna come by. It's been a month. What happened?
No, that's not disrespectful. You showing up to my crib a month later is disrespectful,
right?
Because you came uninvited, unannounced, and yeah, nah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I don't get how I don't interpret that as disrespect.
If I haven't heard back from someone in that long and that's the energy you're immediately coming to me with, I'm sorry, I'm not going to continue this. You're not going to talk to me like that. Like, and how I responded back to you, good morning, how have you been? It's curt. I'm not gonna continue with someone who's gonna address me like that. That's just not how. That's just not how it's gonna.
You know what it is? I need to see how it was worded.
No, it's the blunt directness that men give off. Like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Like, where you been at? Da 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 da. Versus, oh, hey, good morning. Like, I haven't heard from you in a while. That's what she wanted. That's what she.
Okay, I don't know, man. Maybe if I see the messages, maybe he typed it with like the sarcastic like eye roll emoji or something like.
Think about it like this: we haven't talked in a month, and I hit you with, "Hey, yo, what's up? What's wrong with you? You bugging? Like, you ain't talked to me in a month, but I see you on TikTok and Instagram Live. Like, what you doing? What we on?" Well, hello to you too.
No, my response ain't gonna be like my natural response to that is my fault, gang. It slipped my mind because it's just like now if you would because I've been pressed like that.
No, I'm just saying in their scenario. Yeah. I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, my response would be like, oh, my fault, gang. Like, you know, this happened. I'm sorry though, like blah blah blah. But I wouldn't be offended that you can't, because technically, if I ghosted you, I can't be mad at you for pressing me. You get me? Because I did it to you. You know what I'm saying?
So the last time you guys spoke was when you said you were going to call him after you got off work, and then you didn't, and then that was just the end of it? Like, you guys didn't speak again?
Yeah, because I honestly, transparently, I wanted to see if he was going to reach out, and he never did until almost a month later.
That's crazy. The same thing. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, let's see if Mishna will actually reach back. So
both of you was basically playing the game.
Yeah,
I just can't take how he's just making everything a joke.
Can I say something? Sorry to cut you. Chandler, it seems like do you normally chase a girl, or do you also do you want to be chased?
No, we always do the chasing, but at the same time, you know how tiring that is to be chasing and chasing and chasing.
So you chased. So you're saying that you chased her a lot, and she wasn't
tired of it.
It wasn't even necessarily I was chasing her. It was just mutual. That's what I was saying. But at the same time, it's just like what I said at the end of that text, though. I was like, you didn't have to end it like that, Mishna. That's what was so awkward about this. Like, again, we're adults. All you had to say was just like, you know what, dude? Like, it's just not.
Because I want someone else to put in the effort and the time, the same effort I'm putting back in. I just honestly felt like I liked you more than you liked me.
Can you answer that question, please, Chandler? Like, she said she felt like she liked you more. So, did you like her as much? As much as
at
she
any
might?
point?
Because I invited you over to my house. You know where I live. I cooked you dinner. I wanted to invite you over and us to watch a movie. I put in effort.
Okay. What I don't like is when somebody asks a question and then somebody has to like add more like emphasis or background detail on the initial question to make the answer seem more impactful. It's like, let him answer it. You get me? Like, I get what she's saying though. I understand it.
She's emotional.
She's emotional. 100%.
I do agree. Let him answer the question.
Right, because right now you're there. You guys are online, so you guys are facing the court of public opinion, right? And so by you adding, and I did this for you, and I did this for you, and I did this for you, and you did this, and I did this, and I did this. Did you love me like I loved you? It's like he only has two options. He could either just say no, or he has to go tit for tat with you. Go, oh, you said you did this, I did this. You said you did this, I did this. And if he does that route, it's going to be looked at, wow, look at him trying to compete. It's not a competition, dude. Like, it's like a lose-lose situation.
Actually try to get to know you and got to break down that barrier. And after you left, I felt like I didn't get anywhere. I put in all this effort for a side hug.
Oh,
dang.
Chandler, did you like her?
You know, I felt when she picked me, and this is from just how I felt about it, it wasn't necessarily out of, oh, I like Chandler because he's Chandler. It's, I like Chandler because I'm going to take pity and everyone else kind of popped their balloon. So I'm going to just keep it and just, hey, just see where this, right? So I necessarily really didn't feel like on both ends we really liked each other like that. It was necessarily just like, hey, let's just get out of this gracefully and call it a day.
I was seeing your POV, but it's like that moment in the movie where I'm looking at your silhouette and I'm like, that's the hero, that's the hero. And then you step out and it's not the crimson chin, it's the crimson chin, it's the nega chin. You just walked out with the nega chin and I just like, that's not my
The crimson chin! Wrong! The nigga chin!
Never mind. Hey, whatever she says you did it, gang. You did it, bro.
It was OD for that one.
It's the nigga chick. Bro, whatever she said you did it, bro. You I don't know what that logic didn't make sense.
So
We went on 4 dates.
you didn't like her.
Right.
Is what
she
you're
said
saying.
she said that she was into you.
If I didn't like a man, would I give any man my address? Would I let them see that? I don't even know where you live. I haven't even met your parents. You know what my parents look like. You've seen my house. You've been in my home. I put in.
I don't know what your parents look like, but I've been.
Yes,
to your home,
you
but I don't know
did.
what your
You
parents
came
look
into my kitchen.
Chandler, you're not helping. I didn't get to go in your backyard now. Let's calm down. I only saw your garage. It's like, Chandler, you still were at the house, bro. Like, come on, bro.
And you looked at the picture that I have in my kitchen, and you said, "Oh, is that your family? You guys have a cute, you guys make a good family. This is a nice picture. Don't act like you haven't been. Oh, yeah,
I didn't say all that.
and you don't remember. See, and that's what I'm talking about. A man who genuinely cares about me and actually wants to build something. And I know what it's like when a man is attracted to me, and it's not giving that. It's just not. And I'm not gonna do all the extras. It's plain to see.
So kind of to go back to the show, Chandler, so she was, I believe, Mishna, you were the last one with your balloon left unpopped. So Chandler, did you feel like you had to go with her? Or do you feel like did you feel like you had to go with her instead of popping her balloon?
Yeah.
What?
You did all this.
And you didn't even want her?
For a woman that you didn't want, a woman you were not attracted to. You just gaslit her on the internet for not communicating, and all along you didn't want to be with her. What kind of what is going on? What kind of fraud analysis are you? Come on, bro. She smelled that crap from a mile away. And she called you out on it. And you kept deflecting. Oh, nah, bro.
See, now that I've heard this part, it make all that defense that I done built up for you, dog.
It's
As
wrong.
as your lawyer, you just shot me. I was in the back getting the rest of the files so I could win this case, and I opened the door, and you gave me the no loose ends, and you just shot me, bro.
Dang, bro.
This is not my client. I do not support. Dang, bro.
Ooh.
Honestly, it just would have been a dick move if I was like, all right, I'm gonna just pop your.
So you picked her from pressure of the show.
The pressure is getting
a little bit,
lost.
yeah. I'll admit that.
Why did you do that?
You know, like I said, it was just the last one. I didn't want to just be like, oh well, hey, let me just pop it. I was just like, all right, sure, let's go. We'll do the date.
So
get out of here.
So you said, okay, at that time you didn't want to feel like you was being a jerk, but how do you feel right now?
A little bit of a jerk. Yeah.
A little bit. A little bit.
Don't be so modest.
You went on 4 dates. You went to the girl house. You had her home cooking. You went on a catch up, and now you're on a podcast. And for the first 10 minutes of the podcast, you was fighting them, talking about men do all the chasing. Men do all the chasing. And to find out you never wanted to be in the hunt to begin with.
He is probably sitting there, this girl crazy. She delusional. She don't know what she talking about. She knew exactly what was going on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I do understand that, from Mishna's standpoint, she was really looking for love. Like I said, I kind of was, but then I saw, the show and everyone was there, and I was just like, okay, I'll just do it just to do it, but
You knew what you signed up
we'll
for.
find love. No, I know. Like I said, I went there initially to find love, but then I was just like, okay, I don't think this is
And the crazy thing
how
is,
I don't think this is how I want to find love. Right.
I addressed you about it, and I asked you. I gave you an opportunity for an exit. I asked you. I was like, hey, maybe it's just me, but I feel like you're not attracted to me. If I'm really looking for someone I could build with, if you're not interested, please let me know. Confirm or deny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Chandler, bro.
prestige aura.
I gotta put hands on you, bro. Like, that's like,
You tripping.
cause that's crazy work, dog. Cause like, you really painted your, like, the way, like, that first, at the end of the day, the ghosting thing, she's still taking the L for that. I'm standing 10 toes on that. I don't believe in ghosting. But bro, you frauded, dog.
But I don't believe in the ghosting either. But she ghosted on her suspicions that it was this. And
Yeah.
she was right. But,
I did say that.
Yeah.
And he said, no, I'm definitely interested. I definitely want to continue this. And honestly, listening to you say this now, I felt like now looking back at it, you made me feel crazy for not thinking that he does like me. Maybe this is just how he is. When you picked me out of pity. And when you just said, that I picked you out of pity, but then you ended up picking me out of pity. No, I actually liked you. I
can't respect that, bro.
I thought you were smart. I thought you were different from the crowd. I'd rather
Then why didn't you hit a nigga back?
I'd rather
No, gang. It doesn't matter now. Chandler, it doesn't matter now, bro. It doesn't matter now. But you see what I mean? By her doing the ghosting thing, that's the island he gets to stand on to fight. Cause she ghosted me. You feel me?
That's an island that many won't fit on because you chose her out of pity. You weren't really interested in her. So all of what you're saying is just blase blah. Like you're just chatting.
Right. But it's in the psychology of a criminal. A criminal is going to try to cling to whatever can be seen as them doing something to get them out of the situation. It's like, oh, I kidnapped this girl. Yeah, I kidnapped her, but her father was hitting her. You still kidnapped her. It's like, it doesn't make it, like, call the cops then. You feel me? That's what a criminal's going to say. So by her saying, he didn't really like me and he chose me out of pity, he's gonna go, she still ghosted me though. Like,
I don't like that.
yeah.
I don't like that. To pity somebody like that, I don't like that.
It's
No.
not Duke Dennis. Where we at?
I'd rather
Because she can tell you didn't like her.
I'd rather you would have popped my balloon in front of everybody and I could have walked away with my head held high than coming back here and listening to this. Are you serious? Okay. Continue.
No. So, Chandler, obviously, at this moment right now, do you have anything to say to Mishna?
No. You know,
Yeah, to be expected. Yeah.
Stand 10 toes on it. Nah, that's all right, bro.
Mm-hmm. To be expected. And I also think because like Pop the Balloon gets this like so much like social media like gratification. People that get on the show when they finally do pick somebody, even if they don't like them, they like the attention that social media gets them because they know people are gonna follow their story up until the catch up or up until this point. So you picked her out of pity, but you had opportunity to exit stage left, but you saw what happens when people don't make it past the catch up or when they don't make it up into the catch up or whatever the case may be. So, and you know, they was on social media live, they was on live, he was flinging that money, he got all that attention. So I don't know, bro.
We said what we needed to say. You know, I apologize for wasting your time.
Oh,
Right?
So you said you said you don't have nothing to say, but you just said you apologize. For wasting your time.
I know.
So you apologize. So do you acknowledge that what you did
was messed up?
Right.
Yeah.
they gonna get you, Chandler.
All right.
They gonna eat you in the comments, boy.
Hey, bro, all that money flinging on IG Live you was doing, gang, it's over, bro. It's over because every man probably just reacted to this video the same way I did in this first half when we were like, well, we do this too. Hey, man, he's not wrong for this. I instinctively was like, I get it because I understood what he was saying. But now I'm looking to you and I'm like, dang, gang, I wish I would have never said nothing to even because like you just made me look goofy.
And
bro.
I know the girls he wanted in the lineup because him saying like I got on the show and I saw the lineup and I was like, I guess I'll just do it just to do it. Nah, there were three chicks. There were three chicks that you wanted.
It was the same three chicks. Everybody was going crazy over.
But you settled for Mishna out of pity. That was not cool, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Questions for them?
No, I mean they cleared the air, really.
Yeah.
So this was the first time you guys were able to really like speak and get down to like the truth.
Yeah, because I basically just ended it off like blank like that, and he didn't reach out. I didn't reach out.
So basically, if I didn't call any of you, we just
It would've been the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I mean, people ask me about it all the time. My DMs flooded, my Instagram flooded, my TikTok flooded, my Facebook. People find me on Facebook flooded. Now even my dad's asking me questions about it. I'm like, okay, this is enough. This is enough.
Dad.
So, yeah, like my daddy. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. It's just,
No, I mean, I do hope that I hope the best for you both and
Individually,
right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's sad to end like this because you know, on the catch up, people really, really did like you guys, and they thought that this was a very a good couple.
but you know, to be fair, there were comments that kind of called out a few things. Like there were some people saying like, I'm not getting romantic vibes from them. I'm getting friendship vibes.
Yeah,
there were a few comments like that.
That's kind of what I wanted to touch on, and that's why, like, I kind of, I guess, dragged it out was because I was talking to one of my coworkers, and she was like, you know, I kind of thought the same thing about my boyfriend. I didn't really like him. I didn't really show him any attention. You know, he chased me, yada, yada, yada. And then after a while, you know, she was like, I finally found that, like, romantic spark where she was like, hey, I like this guy now, you know?
See, the problem is you didn't hear the second part of your friend's statement where she said he chased her.
Mm-hmm.
you were in the same scenario. Only difference is you are the example of you didn't chase. You didn't chase at all.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't chase at all. She was doing all the chasing and it wasn't being reciprocated.
So that's what I was like really trying to like push, you know? Like I was at least trying to like find
So you're
something.
trying to find that feeling.
And
that
Mishna,
spark,
you
right?
can't even cap, you know that. I was at least like actively trying to, hey, how's it going? Hey, let's FaceTime. Hey, listen. You know what I mean? It's not like I was always ghost, always like, damn, this
Well,
nigga
yeah, you
never
did
hits me
communicate
up.
with
You know
me.
what I mean?
You did communicate with me. You did, but none of that really means anything if you said you picked me out of pity. And
Well, like I said, I was looking for romance. I didn't know if I had that spark with you right away. You know what I mean? Like we had to test it out. I don't know like truly what that like, oh my God, this is love. I literally told you that when we started dating. I was like, bro, I feel like yeah, I'm doing all this chasing. And for once it'd be great for like Chandler, how are you today? You know what I mean, Chandler? I love you.
Dog, you don't get to complain about not being chased when you're picking women out of pity. You don't get that. You don't that doorway is not open for you because you started off a relationship disingenuously. It doesn't matter how you feel, you still wasted her time. I want to know what it feels like to be chased. By the way, I don't like you, but I'm going to tell the world I'm picking you because you're my type. You're really not my type. And we're going to go on 4 dates, but you're not my type. And you're going to feed me and you're not my type. And I'm going to go to your crib and you're not my type.
All that to keep up with the social media fave couple. Like, nah,
bro.
it's not worth it, bro.
All this is, you're yapping, bro.
Honest up jump. Like, just be honest.
You're yapping, bro.
Chandler, let's do this. Let's do that, right? And again, it's not necessarily chasing. It's just like, yo, I'm showing this energy. Can I at least get that energy back?
You weren't showing it.
So Chandler,
Mishna, how was I not showing that? We went on like 4 freaking dates.
So Chandler,
even on the dates,
We got ice cream.
So Chandler, you're trying to find this spark, but you wasn't feeling her. So this is my thing, right? Even on the show, I tell people, before the show, I tell everybody, if this person is not for you, pop their balloon, or if you have a balloon, pop it. Don't waste my time. Don't waste their time. Don't waste anyone's time. Us being able to arrange stuff like this, and then, just when you wasn't even into the person, it's a waste of time.
It's not by force.
It's not. I don't have time to waste. You understand? So no one's ever forced to do anything. So at that time, if you felt like she's not your type right in front of you, you should have just popped and left. So now we're here. Mishna, are you okay?
I'm fine. This is honestly something that, by the grace of God, my parents have prepped me before, that there are going to be people in your life that just aren't going to feel the same way as you. And I'm not going to let it, because I was feeling this for a while. Like immediately after our follow-up video, I've been feeling this. And when I invited him over to my house, it honestly confirmed it. So I've been mourning this for a while. This isn't anything like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Well, I do appreciate both of you for coming here and speaking your truths. This was
being open and honest.
Yeah.
This was very powerful. And a lot of people go through this situation as well. More of the story, really, if you're not feeling somebody, don't waste their time.
Don't drag it out.
Communicate about it. Everyone comment down below. I did speak to Mishna. Comment down below if I should bring her back for blind date love. Comment down below if you want that to happen. And I'll see what I can do.
Chandler, don't apply, okay?
Yeah.
No, get her on there. No, I'm not applying, but get Mishna on there. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah,
Crash out. I would crash out.
Yeah, Chandler, you're done. Your time is up.
Yeah.
But do you have any?
No, that was it. Like, honestly, thank you both for coming on. Like we said earlier, thank you for your time. Thank you for, speaking with us, opening up, getting this closure from each other, because, closure is really important.
Yeah.
So it's good that you guys were able to talk about it and really know where both were coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You not got any projects coming up?
You said me or Chandler?
Either or.
Sorry. Honestly, I don't have anything specific going on right now. I'm in the works. Like I said, I'm planning on working on my comedic career. I'm planning on doing a YouTube channel. Just something I've always really been interested in. Even when I was younger, I was always like the cousin behind the scenes, just editing videos. So I just felt like I've always been interested in it. So now's really the time to really just dive deep in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Chandler?
Nice. Chilling. Like literally, I ain't got nothing really going on. Just staying freaking out of the AZ heat and chilling, man. That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Everyone, please follow us.
Hey, shout out to BM Talks to him. Hey, bro, just throw the whole dude away, man. Throw him away, bro. Throw him away. Because you know what's gonna happen. The same way, and I can't blame the other content creators for doing this, because when you're doing reactions, you're watching it piece by piece and then giving feedback as the pieces come in. So it's like that whole first half of the video was the first half of the video reacted. As we got to the second half of the video, it's like, dang, okay, buddy's cooked. But I know what's gonna happen with the internet. They're gonna only get to this halfway mark, and you're gonna see a lot of.
They're gonna clip farm it.
They're gonna clip farm her.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, look, this woman, blah 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 blah. They're not gonna ever see this last half.
Yeah.
And so it's like, dang, because you saw how we were going back and forth, even though we weren't picking a side, it was still like, nah, he makes sense. He makes sense. But
both sides need to be held accountable.
Right.
But
this last half was the death sentence. He was done.
Yeah, her intuition was correct. It was just how she went about it.
Right.
Was kind of like,
yeah. All I can say, Chandler, what's wrong with Buddy, bro? What's up with you, bro? Come on, man.
I just felt like he didn't have to do all of that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's embarrassing on both ends to even have to sit here after the catch up, where you at now, to even have aired this out like that. Like, you could have easily told her that she gave you an opportunity to do it. Take the opportunity, even if you may feel like you may be a jerk about it, but still do it. Yeah,
man, Buddy's cooked. So, hey, Mishna, sorry that this happened to you. Sorry that's the situation. Hey, I hope you get a blind date, love. Shout out to you. Hey, peace.